I might have left Nipsey's side maybe 3 seconds. I left him maybe approximately about 3 seconds that I had left Nipsey, and the dude came and shot me.
I played multi-positions, from sweeping the parking lot to stocking the shelves to cash register, whatever you needed, security for the day, whatever it may need it, you know, whatever I could. Like I said, I regret leaving the side for that 5 seconds that I left the side.
As I understand, you said you were actually there at the Marathon clothing store the night that Nipsey got shot. What can you tell us about that night, and what do you remember?
Just a lot of emotions going on. The whole city's erupted. We all been in tears, mourning Nipsey. Ever since that day, it's just been like an endless dream, you know, a nightmare, you know. But there's a lot of good that's been coming out of it. A lot of peace in the city. The LAPD, they've been there for us. The Muslims, they've been there for us. The city council members came down. The city, everybody, the whole city, everybody's been supportive.
So, do you mind me asking where exactly you were that night that the shooting happened?
Well, I was talking to Nipsey from the time he got to that parking lot. I was out there talking to him. I had just got my food, and I left to the break room to put my food down for a short minute amount of time, and that's when the guy came up and shot him.
So when you came back, Nipsey was
on the ground, and the guy was breaking up out of there. You know, so I ran straight to Nipsey and held him, make sure he was breathing. He was still breathing. He had a bullet hole right here. I kept my hand in that right there. He had one right here. He was fighting. He fought. You know, you can see he was fighting. He wasn't trying to go nowhere. He was fighting. He fought the whole way up until the ambulance came and got him. He fought. He's a fighter.
And what were you telling him in those moments that you were holding him and making sure he was there?
I was basically just praying, and if his eyes start to roll back a little bit, I say, wake up, and he kind of snapped back out of it. Like he was kind of losing consciousness and coming back. So I say he was fighting. He was constantly fighting for us. So I just prayed, and I shaking him, and telling him, you know, wake up, stay up. So he was fighting.
Cowboy, you said that you were there talking to Nipsey, so obviously you guys had some kind of relationship prior to. What? Tell me about the impact that Nipsey had on your life and your relationship with Nipsey.
Well, you know, Nipsey, he was a friend, you know, and at times he was like a dad. He'd give me advice. You know, I would give him advice, you know. With us, the whole team, everybody's equal. It was no big me, little you. Everybody on the team, from the smallest job, I don't care what you did for the team, you got treated. Nipsey treated everybody equal. I didn't care what you did. If you was a bum on the street, he didn't care. He would give you his time. You know, if he was working, he would do his work. But if he had time, and he would give it to anybody.
I know that Nipsey obviously spent a lot of time over at Marathon, and certainly in that square at Crenshaw and Slauson. Is that a place you call home as well?
Yes. Every morning we meet up, and we do shift change. We drink. He would drink his tea. He drank the green tea, and you know, I gave up cigarettes this year. I gave up coffee, so I started drinking tea. So every morning we drink our tea or whatever, and he'd go to the studio, and I'd start work.
You know, so many of us only know him as this artist, you know, or a community activist. You obviously have a very personal connection to him. What's one thing we'd be surprised to know about Nip, the human, your friend?
I mean, he was just down to earth. You know, just his sense of humor. You know what I mean? The way he had fun. You know, they had water fights. They'd be in hotels tearing up stuff. You know, just the kid aspect in him. Like I said, the fact that he never changed, no matter what, no matter how much money he got, no matter how famous he got, he never changed.
That's something he always said in his music too, about being present and remembering your humble beginnings as well. Yeah. Cowboy, thank you so much for chatting with us, man, and all the best. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.